Hi everyone, Kari here, and today is day 24 of the Abundance Challenge. So today I'm going to do things a little bit different. As you can see on my background, I have 3 cards and a nice little spread, a little layout. I also do oracle card readings, angel readings every week. And I had just done my reading for the week, and it's now being posted on YouTube. But I wanted to keep these cards up because they're very strong cards, and they have to do with this week and last week and all of the energy that has been going around throughout the universe that is affecting not only myself, but is affecting thousands and millions of people out all over the world. So I wanted to have this as the background, and I wanted to read our Abundance Challenge affirmation. And I wanted to talk to you guys just very briefly about how these cards coincide with our Abundance Challenge. So, being day 24, you're going to look back in your journal either at day 4 or day 14, and that is the affirmation that you're going to use. So write that affirmation down in your journal for today, and then take 15 minutes and meditate upon this affirmation and write down any impressions or visions that you get. So I'm going to quickly read the affirmation, and the affirmation says, "Through my consciousness of my God self, the Christ within as my source, I draw into my mind and feeling nature the very substance of spirit. This substance is my supply, thus my consciousness of the presence of God within me is my supply." And that is day 24's affirmation. Now, I want to look at these 3 cards that I have here. And the first card is ear chakra. And it says, "Notice messages that appear as sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers." The second card is third eye chakra, and the card reads, "It is safe for you to see the energy of love in all of its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions." And then the third card is, "You are a powerful light worker." And the card says, "It is safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings in loving service to the divine." So, putting these cards into an aspect of our Abundance Challenge is very strong and quite easy. So, for the ear chakra, our first card, the angels or God or again, whomever you follow, whatever your religious belief is, go with that, and, whoever you pray to. But they're clearly telling us that while we're doing our meditation, even for that 15 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever you can do, really listen to the messages or the sounds that you hear while you're doing your meditation. So, for example, if you're in your meditation and you're laying down in your bedroom or sitting on the couch or, whatever, and you put on some nice music, and during your meditation, the song changes. Just jot down in your journal, the song changed, and write down what song, played after the song that you had put on. Now, don't try and be aware of when your music is changing, but you know how sometimes you might be sitting down somewhere and just out of the blue, your ear or your eye gets its attention caught on something. For example, a plane is suddenly going by and you hear the plane, and it's kind of background noise, but you're aware that a plane is going by. That's a message, that's a sign, that is something telling you something, and you always write that down. So, for example, another example is I'm doing my reading and all of a sudden, I know the train goes by almost like every 5 minutes because I live right near the train station, and I hardly notice it because it's just background noise and I always hear it, or it's always happening, so you tend to not hear it anymore. But every once in a while, during a meditation or even during one of my readings, I'll just suddenly hear that train really loud, and that has a message. There's something to that because you're picking up something with your sense. So the angels and God are telling you, write down whatever you hear. pay attention to any things that you hear, either as an external source, whether it be music or a train passing by or an airplane flying by, or something that's more in your mind, the little voice that might talk to you, or if you hear some sort of music playing in your mind, you know, oh, I have that song in my head. Well, you have that song in your head for a reason, so write that down. Now, the third card for the the second card for the third eye chakra, they're clearly telling us now that we need to start paying attention to the visions that we have during our meditation. In fact, it's funny because, like I said, background noise. I hear my wind chime going off right now, and that is always going off, but just suddenly it just kind of pushed right into my ear. So that might mean something. Usually when you hear wind chimes or something like that during a reading, it means that the God and angels are really emphasizing on the matter. So they're really emphasizing on paying attention to the visions that we have during our Abundance Challenge meditation. So write down any visions. If you see any beings in your visions, whether it be God, deceased loved ones, the angels, write it down. And then notice when you're out and about, if you see any type of aura. And I mean, you don't have to be, you know, this almighty psychic person to see these things. Anybody can see them and everybody can see them. It's just a matter of paying attention when they're there. So if you suddenly see like this rainbow or shining light or somewhere or anything that you just, you know, catch out of the corner of your eye, write it down. Keep track of not just during your meditation, but try and keep track of daily occurrences. Keep going with writing in your journal, not just the 15-minute meditation, but anything that happens in the day. Jot it down, write it down. And then finally, the third card saying you are a powerful light worker. Now, if everybody looks a little bit closer at this card, to me it looks like Mary. But if you look in her hand, she's holding almost this not even a crystal, it's light. And this light is surrounding her body, and it's actually going out into the world. And she's surrounded by wonderful flowers and lots of fruition, and it's just a very good prosperity card. It just looks very fulfilling and very peaceful. And this is what we can be. Doing this Abundance Challenge, doing our meditations, we can be very fulfilled in life. There's nothing that has a limited amount. There is no limited amount of anything. Everything is all unlimited, and it's all at our reach. But we have to open up our minds, open up our hearts, and accept all of this abundance. So I hope all this made sense to you. And I hope you are going to start to really keep track of the daily occurrences that happen in your life and write it down, because they are all signs from above, and they're all signs of the energy of abundance. All right, well, I will see you tomorrow for day 25 of the Abundance Challenge. I send you lots of love, light, and abundant energy. Have a nice day, everybody. Namaste.